Here is the 2024 GMC Hummer 2X EV. In this video, I'll be going over what trims are available with the Hummer EV, what safety features you get with this trim, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and the pricing. If you guys are new here, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada, so be sure to like and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Also, thank you to Georgetown Chevy for allowing me to review this 2024 Hummer EV. Be sure to reach out to them and ask for Doug. Now, starting with the different trims that are available with the Hummer EV, you can pick from two. This will be the Hummer EV 2X or the Hummer EV 3X. Now, as for the safety features you will get with this 2X model, this will include the enhanced automatic emergency braking, reverse automatic braking, front and rear pedestrian braking, pedestrian safety signal, HD surround vision, trailer side blind zone alert, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, lane change alert with side blind zone alert, rear cross traffic alert, enhanced automatic parking assist, following distance indicator, and the forward collision alert. And taking a look at what powers the Hummer EV, this has the Ultium drive system, which gives you two electric motors, one in the front and one in the back. In terms of power with this beast, you get 570 horsepower and 7,400 pound-foot of torque. And with the 2X trim, you get about 500 kilometers of range. Now, this is an estimate and will depend on many different variables, but it's still pretty impressive with the vehicle this size. And towing wise with this beast, you can tow about 12,000 pounds when you're equipped properly, and it has a payload of about 1,485 pounds. The front of the Hummer EV definitely stands out. It kind of gives off this evil look with the lights, but at the bottom here, you do have the skid plate area, and this also houses the black front tow hooks. Then right above that in the lower grille area, you also have the front safety sensors and a front facing camera plus the gray GMC badge. And the front bumper does come in black. You just can't tell since this Hummer is in black. Then in the corners will be the LED fog lights. And as you move up into the upper area, this is probably my favorite. You get these nice LED signature front lights with the Hummer EV light bar. This just looks super clean, and I like how the Hummer EV is incorporated into the light bar. Also, the hood or the front frunk is power opening and closing. You just press this button here inside or on your key fob or on the front of the vehicle. And the space that you have in here is massive. So there's definitely no shortage of space in the Hummer EV. Also, you'll notice right above the windshield, you do have these amber LED marker lights. Coming to the side of the Hummer, the overall styling of these is pretty good and doesn't look all that bad. Also, the Hummer EV comes with the adaptive air ride suspension, which is convenient, especially if you're going off-roading. Now, up top, you do get this infinity roof with the removable sky panels, which is pretty cool. Around the windows at the bottom is black trimming. And if you look closely at the back here is this American flag. The door handles do come body color. Even the side mirrors are body color, and you have the side mirror cameras. Over on this area here, you'll have the Chrome 2X badge. Then at the bottom of the front doors is the chrome and black Hummer EV badging. You also get the side steps as well. And as for the wheels, you do get these sleek 22-inch gloss black aluminum wheels. And with this being in black, it adds to the aggressive look of this truck. Also back here by the bed, you'll have the charging port. Coming to the rear of the Hummer EV, the nice looks continue. The rear bumper is also in black like the front. There's also the rear safety sensors and these reflectors on the corners. In the middle here, you'll find the hitch, and right above that are the towing outlets. Over on the tailgate will be the big chrome Hummer and EV lettering and the GMC badge. If you look near the bottom, there you'll have the rear camera. And as for the rear lights, these are also LED, and I just like the way that they're designed. I think these look very cool and add to the nice looks of this truck. The Hummer EV also has the GMC Multi-Pro tailgate, and you'll notice these two buttons here. One is to open up the tailgate and the other is to open up the middle portion. So first, let's open up the middle section. This is helpful if you're hauling stuff back here, and you can also pop this part up as well. Then opening up the full tailgate, you can also drop down the middle tailgate area, which helps you get closer to the bed, but also pulling this down, you can even use this as a step to get into the bed. And back here, you've got the spray-on bed liner, along with the built-in hooks, LED bed lighting, and a 120 volt outlet. And like the front, back here at the top, you've got more marker lights, and then your bed light and the camera. And as for the rear window, this whole piece opens up. Coming into the rear of the Hummer EV, the door trim, interior color, and the details are very nice on this. At the bottom, you've got some space for things and a cup holder spot right above the speaker. And as for the speaker, you've got the nice detail work on this, and this does come with the 14 speaker Bose sound system. And then you've got this whole gray color area on the door, which does have this textured feel to it. And in the middle here, you do have the unique gold accent piece, and you'll notice this throughout the interior of the vehicle here. There's even more on the door handle area. And as for the rear seats, you get leather seats, and I like how it's a two-tone interior. And this is the Lunar Shadow, which is in black and toupe. Even the middle areas of these seats are perforated, including the center here and the headrest, which you usually don't see. Plus, you've got these hidden storage compartments in the rear seats, which adds an extra bit of space in the Hummer. The rear seats also come heated, which is nice. And in the middle section here, pulling this down will be the cup holders. Behind the front seats will be extra storage pockets. And over on the rear console area, there will be the temperature controls, rear heated seat buttons, USB ports, some storage space here, and an outlet down there. Coming to the front of the Hummer, it's just like the rear, but with a bit more space down here. Also, you do get the embossed Hummer EV in the door trim. Then are just the usual window and side mirror controls, plus the driver memory seat buttons. As for the front seats, these are just like the rear and are pretty comfy. Plus up here, you've got this Hummer EV plaque. Not only do the front seats come heated, but they are also ventilated. And in terms of the interior color options that you can get, it's either this one or the Lunar Horizon, which will be the black and light gray. The front seats also do come power adjustable. There's also this door sill piece that mimics the front lights. Underneath are just the pedals, and above will be the electronic parking brake, the front button, tailgate button, lane keep, window button, rear bed light, the bed outlet power, and the cluster dimmer. Even around the venting here is more of the gold accent trim, which makes the interior pop. And the steering wheel does come power adjustable. Entering inside of the Hummer EV, the dashboard has hard material with the speakers there in the corners and on the pillars. And here is the 12.3-inch fully digital cluster. I love how it's in white with the nice details which do stand out. And on here, you can go through a bunch of different vehicle information. Plus, you can change the cluster layout, so you can really customize this to your liking. Also, when you close the door, the cluster area displays this cool animation on both of the screens. The steering wheel is wrapped in leather with the nice gold details. There's also some aluminum trim at the bottom that says HEV on it. Plus, the steering wheel is also heated. The left side has the cruise control, follow distance, and lane keep controls. The other side has the Bluetooth, phone, and cluster controls. There's also this regen paddle behind on the left with some controls as well. There's also the lighting, high beam, and indicator controls, and the other side has the wiper controls. Also, you'll notice this bar up here on the steering wheel, which is for the Super Cruise that this has. And then you have this little camera here which tracks your eyes. Now over on the armrest area, it's also in that gray color with the contrast stitching, and there's some space on here as well, so you can put your phone or wallet or whatever. And opening this up, you'll have this storage tray, and removing this, you do get some decent space in here, plus an outlet. Also, along the sides of the center console is more gold trim, and you get more storage space underneath it. Now on the center console itself, you'll have the gear shifter, the front cup holders, and your different controls here, which is to like activate your CrabWalk, turn the rear wheel steering on or off, adjust the suspension, and the My Mission mode. Also, here's a little clip of how the rear steering looks. It's pretty cool. Also, here's how the CrabWalk looks like from the inside. It's a pretty trippy thing at first, but it's so much fun and it's a pretty unique feature to have. Then up here, opening this part up will be some more storage space, a wireless charging area, and USB ports. Right next to the steering wheel, you'll have the trailer brake controller. And over here are some toggles like the heated steering wheel, traction control, hazards, parking sensor to turn them on or off, and the auto parking. Above this will be the temperature controls with the heated and vented seat controls as well. Then you've got this nice looking 13.4 inch touchscreen with Google built in. This is exactly like the cluster with the nice details and it just looks good overall. There's also a smaller screen to the right where you can view other things, and the icons that you see on the left side is what I'll be covering on the main screen. So here you have your audio section, which will have the AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, news, USB, Alexa, and podcasts. Next will be the map section. Then is the phone section once you have it paired. Next will be the energy section, which shows you all of your EV information like the charging, schedule, energy usage, and the settings. And then you'll just have the Google Assistant, Play Store, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay once it's connected. Over on the next page, you'll have the cameras, which you can see all around, which makes parking, towing, and even off-roading pretty easy. Then you'll have the off-road section, which shows the necessary off-road info. And there's even an air down mode, which is pretty beneficial. Next, you've got the trailering section, which you can add a trailer, use a guest trailer, and even add accessories. Next will be the rear climate that you can also control from the touchscreen. Next is the settings section where you can adjust other things about the Hummer. And then you'll just have the Wi-Fi hotspot. You've got Alexa there again, and then My GMC. Finally, on the last page, you'll have the podcast again and news. And over on the smaller screen that I was mentioning, you can also swipe through different things as well. And above will be the mirror, which also turns into a digital one. You've got OnStar, SOS, interior lights, and the rear window control. And here's what the glass panel roof looks like. This is pretty nice, especially at night. Here's the key fob and what it looks like for the Hummer. Coming around to the passenger side, you've got more of the gold trim and this wood trim that continues along the dash. Then is just the glove compartment. There's no window sticker for this Hummer EV, but this does start from about $134,000 Canadian. And this may be minus any dealer discounts or manufacturing rebates if they're being offered. Well, that does it for the review of this 2024 GMC Hummer 2X EV. Let me know what you think of this. Do you love it or do you hate it?